Hello Gemini, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your general love reading and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings. All of that is in the description box below for you. Please give me a clear message with a very clear understanding from my lovely Geminis, please. And please help the message find those who need to hear it. All right, we're going to grab a couple of these, Gemini, just to get some overall energies, and then we're going to jump right into your tarot. Something flipped around for you. Okay, we got one. I would like to get one more. Okay. I hope you got two more. So we have someone will, it's called Club, and it says someone will try to make you do something against your will. Sometimes this can be a very kind of like manipulative energy or kind of like bully energy. We have Throne, position of authority, and Tankard, celebration, fun, and enjoyment. That position of authority energy always kind of reminds me of the Emperor, where it's very like my way or the highway. Someone, like I said, it feels very forceful or bullying kind of an energy or manipulative kind of energy. And with this Tankard energy, we're going to see some of you guys, this could be somebody who like drinks a lot. That's kind of, it could be somebody like that. For others of you, there could end up, it could just be saying that there is going to be some kind of outcome worth celebrating here. Okay, so even though somebody could be trying to kind of, bully you into something or kind of manipulate you to get their way, it looks like there could still be a very positive outcome for you. So let's go ahead and clarify and see what is going on here. For some of you guys too, especially for those of you where you are like have been dealing with somebody who has like an addiction energy, I'm kind of feeling that for some of you guys with this Tankard energy. So for some of you guys, you could be dealing with somebody that maybe, whether it's a past somebody or somebody that you're still kind of currently dealing with, who has a kind of an addiction energy. With this position of authority, I almost kind of feel like a legal energy here. So you could end up like having an ex show up or something, that has been drinking or something like that, and there could be like authorities getting involved. This is becoming very specific, Gemini, but look, I picked the deck up and then we have the Justice card here, so it definitely feels like there could be some kind of like law and order situation going on, but let's just see what's going on here. These Oracle, I wanted to do something different just to kind of shake things up a bit, but I definitely feel like they've been bringing out some pretty specific messages. So if this is very specific, it may not resonate for all of you. And if it doesn't, that's okay. Just check out some of your other placements. I do read for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right. What do we got going on for my lovely Geminis, please? All right. We have the Two of Cups. We have the King of Wands. And we have the Temperance. I see the Page of Swords here too. For some of you guys, Gemini, I feel like you could be dealing with somebody else, or there could be somebody that you're talking to. This feels like a new energy. So I do feel like there is some kind of like new connection that you're involved in, even if it is just in the talking phase here. And that actually feels really nice. But I do feel like with this Page of Swords, I feel like this past energy could either like know about that or suspect it. Maybe they're seeing something here that's kind of triggering, because I feel like it's a past energy that's kind of, the problematic energy in this situation. So I do feel like, because you can see this King of Wands energy could be a fire sign. The past person could be a fire sign for some of you. It doesn't have to be, but I feel like they're kind of looking directly at this Two of Cups energy. So I do feel for some of you guys that is kind of what's going on here. I feel like you could have a past energy kind of trying to come in and interfere, or showing up in an inappropriate way or something of that nature here, especially because right under this Tankard card we then have the Temperance, which is kind of the opposite of that. The Tankard card is kind of feeling like the devil energy a bit to me here. Like it's like, too much excess drinking, addiction, that kind of stuff. Partying too much, where the Temperance is a card of like balance and moderation. So somebody could have been like said that they were clean or said that, you know, working on that, but I definitely feel like that's not the case any longer here. So let's start to clarify. Some of you guys could be, the past person could be a Scorpio. With that King of Cups showing up here. I see fire energy here as well. Clarify this Two of Cups for me, please. Why is the Two of Cups here? We have the Hierophant. So you're definitely heading towards a new commitment. So even if this is somebody new that is in your life, somebody that you're just talking to or getting to know, spending time with, it's definitely a new commitment. Now, some of you guys could also be in a new commitment. You know, maybe you're already to this committed space. It's going to resonate a little differently for all of you. But it definitely looks like something that you're currently involved in is, you know, moving towards a higher level of commitment, whatever that looks like for you. That looks really nice. Clarify this King of Wands energy for me. Why is the King of Wands energy here? We have the Two of Pentacles. So somebody's seeing something and having a hard time kind of keeping it together is kind of what it's looking like to me. Somebody may not be in the most control over their emotions. So even if somebody was like seeing you move on with somebody else here or hearing that you're moving on with somebody else, it feels like somebody's getting very triggered. I feel like they could just be, you know, the Two of Pentacles can be, you know, just kind of managing everything that's on your plate, keeping it all together, kind of coping. When it comes up as a challenge here, it kind of feels like the opposite, where someone's they're seeing something and they're just having a really hard time kind of keeping it together. You also could kind of struggle here, Gemini, with making a decision. So for those of you maybe where you're still where you were still trying to like let a situation down gently, maybe you had a hard time like with a clean break for some of you, but I do feel like you're moving into that if you haven't already. Tell me about this Temperance energy. We have the King of Cups. Yeah, I felt that earlier. So whoever this is, Scorpio, or, oh my gosh, some of you guys, I definitely feel like it's a Scorpio. Either the new person or the past person could definitely be a Scorpio here, because I keep feeling that energy, and we have the King of Cups. But Gemini, I do feel like there was a lot of love between you and this past person. I don't know if it was like the addiction energies or the drinking energies or whatever that is that if that's what put a huge rift in the connection or caused it not to work. It doesn't have to be for all of you, you know, a drinking or an addiction issue. But I definitely feel like there was a lot of love here between the two of you at this time. I just feel like this person is just having a hard time moving past it. Now, for some of you guys, I kind of feel like maybe they have been kind of working on themselves here. They have been in kind of a better emotional place lately, but then seeing that kind of, you know, threw them off. I also kind of feel, or like maybe they went out and had a few drinks, and that's kind of what is causing it to be harder to deal with than normal, because I feel like this person has made some progress. Tell me about this Hierophant energy. We have the Judgment card. So I do feel like you're very sure about what it is that you want with this new energy here. I don't feel like it's so much of a choice between a new person and a past person. Although for some of you, it could be, especially if you have seen somebody, you know, trying or something. But for most of you, I feel like you're very sure about what it is that you want. But I do feel like the Judgment card could have to be like you, like really reiterating that decision for some of you. For others of you, it could just say, that somebody's wanting to come back in and like reconnect with you, because sometimes the Judgment card can talk about you know, resurrecting something that was thought to be lost. So for some of you guys here, it could just be that you're having to kind of make a decision about that. Clarify the Two of Pentacles for me. We have the Two of Swords. So you got actually you have 3 twos here. I see the Two of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Swords. So for some of you guys, it could be a choice between a new person and a past person, although I feel like you're pretty sure about this new person, and it does look like this new person is heading towards more of a serious commitment here. For others of you, it could just be this past person not being quite sure what to do moving forward here, especially if they were still really holding on to the hope of kind of reconnecting. I feel like you could be telling them your decision here. Clarifying this King of Cups, we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, a lot of confusion and overwhelm. I feel like it's really hard for this person, because I feel like they were kind of, it does kind of look a little delusional to me here a bit. in the sense that I feel like somebody kind of had this fantasy that you guys were going to come back together and, you know, it was going to work. And then seeing you moving on with somebody else, I do feel like kind of shattered that a bit here for this person. Now they're not quite sure what to think or what to do, because I feel like what was kind of getting them through is holding on to that hope that that was something that was going to happen, and now they don't have that. So I definitely feel like somebody's having a really hard time here. And it definitely could feel a little bit manipulative. It definitely could feel like somebody is like reaching out to you or showing up in a way that feels, you know, like you wish they wouldn't, I guess is a good way I can put it, like inappropriate almost. Or they could be like having drinks and reaching out and saying things. It could be something like that here. So strange reading, Gemini, but that's what I have for you. I do hope that it helps. Everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling personal readings, all of that is in the description box below for you. If you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you guys so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time.